We're told via the global corporations, which would include McDonald's, for one, Google and Meta, that it might creep into Australian corporate culture, the reversal of DEI initiatives. Andrew McKellar, do you see that as a likelihood in the Australian context? And if it did happen, would that be an adverse corporate development?
Well, I think what you're describing in the American context is, I would see it as being something that's particular to America. I don't think it's something that necessarily is applicable to the same extent in Australia, because frankly, we haven't seen those sorts of arrangements in anywhere near the same level. I think we've got to be very careful about getting into a regime where you are regulating for particular outcomes, setting particular thresholds or targets or quotas. I think that would be an adverse thing, and I think that would bring a counter-reaction, and potentially that's some of what we're seeing in the United States. But sure. I don't think this is something that should be exported to Australia.
Well, I would hope, Greg, that we don't see America as the sort of country we want Australia to be. We don't want an American healthcare system. We don't want American wages for workers. And we definitely don't want to see some of the worst of Donald Trump's policies imported into this country. And we've already seen, in fact, with Peter Dutton's, one of his announcements in the last few weeks about saying that they were going to force public sector workers to work 5 days a week from the office as a direct pickup, a direct copy of one of the things Donald Trump announced on his first day. And when I think about things like access for people with disability to be able to get into the workforce, the people living with a disability that I've met who've told me what a difference it makes when there's been policies and programs in place that give them a chance. Like people who want to work, who've wanted to work all their life and have been locked out of it. So I would hope that we're proud of the measures that we put in place in this country to make sure that our workplaces reflect who we are and every part of who lives here and who wants to work.